Oh, we're live. What's up, everybody? Welcome to HotMakes. I'm Nerdy J. This is Shannon. Shannon, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I was rocking for a minute there. I was getting into it for this week. I'm super pumped. How have you been? It's been a week. We had a great show last week, and we have an amazing show this week.
We do. I'm hyped up. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to see some awesome things this week. I feel so much better than last week too. It's gonna be fun.
That was my second question. Is how you were feeling. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Definitely, 100%.
Well, let's knock out some quick house cleaning tips, real quick. Number one, we are streaming everywhere tonight. We are streaming on the Edge of Tech, HotMakes, the Edge of Tech Facebook, HotMakes Facebook. We are streaming on the HotMakes Twitch and your Twitch.
Yes, we are.
I think I got them all. So we are streaming everywhere tonight. And if you're watching on one of those places, thank you guys so much. We're going to be posting some links, but come to hotmakes.com. I believe that's what it is. Geary, can you throw it up on the screen just in case? But it should be hotmakes.com. You'll find our channel and hit the subscribe button there. We have some fun stuff coming. Also, there's a link in the description below to show all the cool stuff that we show tonight. You can go see it from that link in the description below. So click the link down there. It'll have all the sweet stuff that was tagged, and that'll be there. Again, we're simulcasting all over the world on everything tonight, which is so many comments. I'm watching right now on trying to keep up on the comments, and there is a ton. Chris Perello's here. Chris says,
and we're using Twitch.
Chris says there's no description on Twitch. We better fix that. Thank you.
That's going to be my goal for this week, is updating Twitch. So
yes, that'll be awesome. Chris is an awesome dude. We got to get you back on, Chris. That's a lot of fun. If you enjoy the show, please consider the Oreo Fund. That'll be a PayPal link in the description of the video, and I believe it'll be sometimes in the HotMakes chat. But we really appreciate that. If you do donate this week, we are going to be thanking everybody towards the end of the stream. We had a lot of fun last week. Everybody was amazing last week, and it was kind of like what'd you call it?
Telethon.
There you go, a telethon. That word just left my head.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. I was like, hey, this is Jim. That was
it was fun though. It was nonstop for a while, which is great. So
it was definitely awesome. And if I see him, I'll try to call him out. Otherwise, I'm going to check at the end and call everybody out. So make sure if you do donate, stay around. I'll make sure to hit you up. Also, we're coming up on 100 episodes. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel, so we can start with the monetization, because I know a lot of people are like, hey, we can't super chat and stuff like that. So we want to hit that mark. Hopefully we get to 1,000 subscribers. We want to do it by our 100th episode. So if you haven't subscribed on the HotMakes channel, check it out. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. Also, wow, there's a lot of housekeeping today. COEX is donating another spool to give away. I actually had one. It's right here. It's one of these COEX Next spools. We talked last week about the COEX Next. It is a recycled PLA. There you go. Let me do that. COEX Next. This one's a really sweet green color. It's a recycled PLA, and they're donating a spool. We had a winner last week, and they are donating a spool this week and next week as well. Also, I'll find a link, but they're doing Filament for a Year. And I'll get you guys a link on how to sign up for that, because you got to be a part of that. But I'll shoot a link out shortly on that. And last thing. 3D Printing Llama built a sweet RepBox from RepCord, and it made some awesome custom panels. We're going to see them in a minute here. And we are going to give that box away tonight at the end of the stream as well. So stick around. Some really awesome giveaways towards the end of the stream. What do you think? Lots of stuff to give away this week.
It's a lot of giveaways. Giveaways. You guys get so many chances to win some incredible things. So definitely stick around. Whatever channel that you're on, too, because,
Absolutely. 100%. Shannon, what's your Twitch? Chris is asking.
What's my Twitch?
I just posted it in the chat, but I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
Perfect. We see it. Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're kind of all over the place today.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of fun. The Lightspeed's with us, been enjoying the Lightspeed's TikTok videos this week. I saw a bunch of them and they're hilarious, by the way. But all right, where are we at? We got so much cool stuff to go, but we got an awesome guest with us tonight. Before we go anywhere, we got to bring him in. He's been on the stream recently, but he's done 2 huge projects since then, and we want to kind of get an update on the projects. He's working on a 3rd one, actually. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Tim OSullivan.
Howdy.
How are you?
Good. How you doing? Good to see you again.
Yeah, you too. It's awesome to see you. Man, we haven't. I mean, it's been probably 2, 3, 4 months, right around there. I think we had you on at the end of the year, towards the end of the year last year, and you had some really cool projects. But before we go any further, can you tell everybody who you are, what you do, that kind of thing, and then
Sure.
then we'll get into what you're working on.
I'm just your average maker. I like to build stuff, so I do a lot of 3D printing and building droids and building a lot of Star Wars themed projects. Just starting another one right now coming up. I'll talk about that one in a minute. But yeah, it's been interesting. I do a lot of different things. I like to challenge myself and try different things, new things. So I've gone from 3D printing to mold making to silicone casting, mask making, you name it. So yeah, it's really, really fun. So I learn something new every day.
Well, it seems like, and you're a vet. Thank you so much for your service to the
Thank
country. You do really cool stuff for vets as well, right?
Yeah, I'm involved with an organization called Blue Skies for the Good Guys and Gals. We do a lot of, every year we bring about 50 combat wounded veterans into Ohio, and we jump out of planes, shoot guns, show them a good time for about a few days, 4 or 5 days, and then we start planning all over again and start for the next one. So it's really, really a great time to bring the folks together, meet each other, and not just the combat wounded veterans. We do the Gold Star families too, those parents of the fallen. So we bring them in and we put them together with some of the combat wounded warriors, and just a great mix, great group of people, real hometown type feel. But we do stuff like kayaking, all kinds of events throughout the week, group challenges. So, yeah, it's really, really nice.
That's awesome, man. And again, thank you for service and thank you for doing that, because I bet that means a lot to a lot of guys and gals.
Yeah. We like I said, it's every year. It's about August time when we got the next event coming up. So really pretty excited about that. So, but in the meantime, I'm like I said, I bring a lot of this stuff to the event every year. Just as it's more of a resiliency thing, showing that, given my experiences, I'm a combat wounded veteran myself. And I had to find something to take my mind off of my past. So, sitting still is a bad thing. So I'm always looking for new projects and new builds. So if people wonder, like, how do you do it so fast? It's just because I got to stay busy, keep my mind going. So.
Nice. Well, it's awesome, and you do some awesome work. That's a perfect segue. Shannon's new with us on the show, and I don't think I'm not sure she saw the original episode, so I'm super pumped for her to check out some of your stuff, because she's a fellow maker and has made some just amazing Iron Man suits, and is, if you ever are in the area and you look up Iron Man Pittsburgh, check out that, because that's Shannon.
Yeah, that is me. Me. But I'm excited about this though, because actually my original fandom was Star Wars, so this is fun. This is fun.
Yeah. Are you familiar with the Iron Man Builders Group?
Yes. Well, several of them, but yes.
There's 11.
There's a couple.
Yeah, I'm the founder of one of them. So
okay, awesome.
Nice.
Iron Man was my first project I did. I took on Iron Man way back in the day.
Yeah.
I think it was Mark 46 was the first one I made.
Yeah. I have mine's Mark 7, and then I have Rescue as well. So
yeah, I think I've seen you. Beautiful
probably.
work. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You as well.
Well, and Absolutely. Both of you guys are. I'm just like, I got a bunch of unfinished stuff. And then you guys are like, yeah, I got these. It's just, just these things.
No, I appreciate it, but it's not about me. So
no,
talk about me.
one of the cool things we Chris Perillo is with us, and he is one of the biggest Star Wars fans out there. I mean, like everything Star Wars, huge Star Wars guy. He streams every night on Twitch. And someone's like, he's losing his mind right now. We got to talk about the. I mean, right now we woke up Grogu, so we got to talk about Grogu.
Yes.
So.
I see him dancing back there.
Yeah,
he's kind of a collaboration effort. It's I've worked with a guy named Gary Willett, and if you've ever seen his work, he's a animatronics designer. Unbelievable amount of work. I tried a few times to build some of it on my own, the mechanical design of it. And in Fusion 360, but it was really hard. And we used kind of some of the state-of-the-art technology. I took, for example, I had his skull scanned over at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, and we had a 3D scanner that we did it with, and that really helped in scaling where the mechanics fit inside the skull. So we sent that to Gary. I also have a scan of the Sideshow collectibles, so we can kind of get Gary kind of got an idea of how big the body was. But I couldn't have done this without him. He's an amazing guy. If you ever look him up sometime, I'll see if I can get you some links. Just incredible work that he does, and he only does it for fun. He's I'd say about 30 years he's been doing animatronics. So. He started designing this, and then he just sent me a bill of materials. Said, "Get this, get this, get this." And for me, it was just a matter of assembly. I already had the mold that I did of Grogu's head. I think I showed it to you guys last time. If not,
yeah.
I'll read it real quick. But, this was the silicone mold that I did the head in, and then there's the core inside.
Yeah.
So as you can see, the silicone goes in here, and it basically forms his head. So you had to have a nice thin piece of silicone. Now the head model was done by Ralph Sutter. So he 3D modeled the head. Amazing 3D artist. I think he's actually doing some modeling and some stuff in ZBrush for Lucasfilm now. So amazing guy. His is probably one of the most accurate 3D models I've seen of Grogu. I've seen a lot of them out there, but before I embarked on this, I wanted a really good model of the head. So, yeah. So
it's just awesome. I mean, we're all sitting here and we're going, he's moving. Your hands aren't touching him, so you must have it programmed to do that. You're not doing it. It's not radio controlled.
Right. It can be radio controlled. He is right now he's on a Maestro board, so it's kind of in a loop.
Okay.
So
okay.
I have him hooked up to my computer and he's on a loop, but there's a guy, Matt Hobbs, amazing guy. He's designed a system. He's got it right now. He's got my receiver and RC controller because I fried the board on accident. So I sent him everything and he's trying to fix the board. But it was something I did on my end. But the Kyber control systems were really nice. So we added like 15 buttons on the RC controller, and each button I press will play a sequence with sound. So I can mix up the sequences, and then it also has a pass-through so that if I want to take over and control them remotely, say there's a kid or at an event or something, and I just want him to interact, then I can take over the controls and move him to have a more personal, real-life effect.
That is super cool. And there's a picture on your Instagram, and we can post the Instagram here in the chat. So there's a picture where it's in your yard, and you built a really cool stand for this. And my wife was like, "It floats?" And then she's like, wait, never mind. But explain that, because I'm going to pull it up while you're talking.
Sure.
But tell us how you did that and what you did there.
That was actually the trial experiment number one. What I did is I went to Home Depot and I just got some mirror cut and put it in a square shape, and had a 2x4 frame and put it together, and then just put this on there. It doesn't really work too good in the house because of the angles But outside in the backyard in the grass, it blended in really well because you don't see, like, if you got tile on the floor, the angled reflection of the tile with the leaves and the grass in the backyard, it kind of just looks like it's floating out there. So
yeah, there you go. We're seeing it now, and it's so awesome, man. It is so awesome. Oh, man.
But I do have big plans for that. With this pram, my plan is eventually building a remote control base for it, mirrored base, so that I can, like, if I were to do a parade or
sure,
a special event, I can take him to that and roll him from one side of the parade to the other and interact with people in the parade. So
that's so cool.
The kids would love that. The adults would love that.
Yeah, we all would love. I mean, everybody in the chat is freaking out, right? It's so cool. And you know, I'm really focusing in and dialing in on Grogu and because it's such an awesome project. And you just recently finished another one, not Star Wars related, right? But you finished another project too, which was really cool.
Yep, that's the guy behind me right here, Chopper. That was a Michael Badley. Let me move out of the way here. He's a if you've ever been to his group, he's got he builds and designs a lot of droids. So this is his design. Absolutely incredible model. I've got some modifications on there. That guy named Tim Hebel did as well. But yeah, unfortunately, he's not all. He's also going to run on the Kyber system. And
nice.
Matt's got my other Kyber for this one as well. So as soon as I get them both back, I'll get them going. But yeah, the arms, the doors open up on them. So the arms will come out, as you can see, out of the head.
Yes.
Yes.
So good. Michael is such an awesome droid creator. Actually, spoiler alert, he'll be on the show soon. So it's going to be really cool to actually talk to him about this, his droids too.
He is an absolute genius. I mean, I can model, but this guy, to be able to bring this to life the way he did and think about all the different craziness that goes on inside the head, like the movement of the doors and the wobble of the head, because the head wobbles, does that little wobble. The arms open up. He is just an absolute amazing designer. So kudos to him. So if he's listening to this, I hope he
100%. Yeah, there you go. We got some footage close up there too, and it shows it all working. Oh, it's so good. I mean, just phenomenal. What do you think, Shannon?
I love it. I love it. My head's like going back to working out like schematics on the inside, because it's kind of the same as like the flaps and everything on my rescue suit in a way. And I love it. I love those little details, and those are the things that, like, the people that you see, like you said, at parades or events or whatever, they go nuts over that. That's awesome. I love it.
Yeah. Problem is I don't have enough hands to control everything that I've got. So I can only do one RC controller at a time. So trying to find a way, but it's beyond my ability.
Just grow another hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I usually got to get.
I was going to say, as a
I got to
parent,
think about, well, which one am I going to bring?
Right.
And if I want to bring both, we did an event recently. I have to send you guys a link. It was really great. Myself and another amazing builder, her Joey Ariel, she builds Chewbacca's, and absolutely amazing. And we did a visit recently to a kid. We did a surprise visit. The kid has brain cancer, and he's an avid, unbelievable Star Wars fan. And we showed up at his house before, and his parents knew we were there, so they kept him busy outside with his friends. Mm-hmm. And surprised him when he came in. And it was just like, but what really blew my mind is this is a kid who just got done with brain surgery. The kid was unbelievably fast. And I was performing as C-3PO, and the kid hits me up for all these crazy questions. And C-3PO is a droid, and he's supposed to answer everything fast. And he goes, what was the first thing Anakin said to you? And I'm like, he just totally me off guard. You know?
That's so good, though. I mean, it's such a it's those stories that make this worth it, because I bet that you'll never forget that, right?
No, those are the best troops ever.
That's why you do it.
Do those things.
And you just got this one done too. I mean, just a little suit called Bastan. I mean,
yeah, he was. I'm pretty proud of him. He was. A lot of times, like the head, I did more off as well. But when I do the head, I had some help with Joey. But this one, I did a lot on my own as far as the sculpting, the head, the hair punch. I did the neck ring, and then I had a friend, Joy Hoover, who did the flight suit. I did a lot of the hard parts, like the neck ring on the flight suit, all the hard parts and the cuffs and everything.
Sure.
And then I said, here, I show up at her house and I said, here's all the hard parts. And she was able to help me figure out a pattern for the flight suit to match the original one. So we'll see. I'm going to bring him to Celebration, Star Wars Celebration in Chicago. I'm not Chicago, in Anaheim. Yeah, this year. So pretty excited to bring him. He was I guess the folks at Pinewood Studios, when they made him, he was a favorite. Just Space Monkey, they called him, even though he was. Yeah. His jaw moves. So if when I open my mouth, the jaw actually articulates. There you go.
I tried to make it larger, but it doesn't. So yeah, so it works with your mouth though. When you open your mouth, it opens? Yeah. Nice.
So the eyes were a bit of a trick.
Another fun project. We kind of see some pictures here. You're working on a Wally, it looks like.
Yeah, he's right here in the background. Hold on. I finally finished part of him.
Oh, sorry if I jumped over you. I just realized I lost ear audio, so hopefully I wasn't talking over you. But
there we go.
I'm back. I was so excited. I'm hitting random buttons, and I'm like, I can't hear him talk. I see him talking. There you go.
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. It really was, because there's a group out there, the Wally Builders Group. They have some files out there that are they're not all finished yet. They're still working on it, but this is the lower body of it. He'll be 1-to-1. There's a guy, Matt Hobbs, the guy that I got the Kyber system from, has an amazing one. There's a few people out there, Michael McMaster, Matt Hobbs. They have a couple Wallies out there, and they're like the benchmark for it. I mean, it's absolutely amazing what they've done as well. But I've got Matt and a few others on my speed dial. So as I'm building this, I got a lot of questions, still to go. The arms are about the killer because it's about almost $1,600 in servos just for the arms.
Holy moly!
Wow.
Yeah, as I'm reading the instructions, there's an instruction manual for building his arms. It's about 140 pages long. Yeah, it's pretty intense. A lot of parts. And then I started, as I was looking through the bill of materials, I was looking up the servos for the arms, and each one, it says, get 4 of these. And I look them up, and they're like $200 a piece. I'm like, and then you need 4 more of these servos, about $200 a piece. I was like, oh my goodness. So he will be. Normally, I build things pretty fast, but I think I'll take my time on this one. So, but yeah, it's, the files are free to the group. So if you're interested, you can sign the Wally's Builders Group, and they got the file pages and the blueprints on there. And so yeah, but
that's awesome.
He's gonna be fun. I'm really looking forward to him. So.
I think we can't. I think we'll have to have you back when you finish Wally, so we can see it work like live in person, because all of your videos on Instagram and when you post are awesome, but it's so much more in depth when we actually talk to you about it. Caleb, I know he's freaking out in the background. And he said, and I thought building Astromex was expensive. Holy hell. Absolutely. Yeah. $1,600 in servos. I mean, Wow.
Yeah, you need some pretty good. I can't tell you how many servos I went through with Grogu. I think I fried like 4 or 5 of them already.
Jeez.
Oh boy.
Not $200 servos, but I definitely see why you need better quality servos for stuff like this. His head is about almost 2 pounds. So if you look at a neck, the head leans so far forward that you've got to have a servo that's got some serious torque and power.
Yeah.
I think I finally found one that I'm pretty happy with him right now. His battery's about dying though. He's been running for a while, but yeah, it's so funny because when I first posted him, everybody's like, "Are you selling these?" And I'm like,
No.
That's the number one question. As soon as you make something that goes viral on the internet, is how much and how fast can you get one to me?
yeah. And I think I've had a couple offers. I ain't gonna say how much, but I would love to sell them and build them. But even now, this has been an 8-month project, and I'm always tweaking them and trying to fix things. And it's not like something you buy at a store and you send it to somebody and it's going to work for a while. You're always going to be like, you're going to have to take the skull off. You have to take parts out. And you have to adjust a cable.
I feel that.
You know what I mean? You just don't want to deal with that. So, I'm honored that people would be interested in buying it, but the amount of hours and, it's like, all right, so here I got silicone skin, all right? Silicone's expensive. The molds, the glass eyes, the mechanics, the servos, the RC controller. I'm like, oh man, the list goes on and on and on.
So 2 things I see real quick. Number 1, Brian Vines with the Beer Fest reference. Hopefully someone caught that. Number 2, Chris Pearl asked if you're using Tom servos. I'm not sure if that's a thing, but
no, I'm using a lot of I like high tech servos, which are pretty good.
That was a Mystery Science Theater 3000 joke. Did that go right over your head? Tom servo.
Got it. Okay. See it right over the top. I missed it.
Yeah, robotic servos get, when you get into the digital robotic servos, the price just skyrockets. So
actually, Brian Vines has a really good point. We need to address this one real quick. Why am I seeing YouTube chats being highlighted in StreamYard, but I don't see them in YouTube? Because we are streaming everywhere tonight. We have, I think, in like 6 locations. So everything funnels into StreamYard, and we can show it. If you're watching this from any of our other locations, please feel free to come actually subscribe on the HotMakes channel itself. So we can get the numbers up. We're trying to hit 1,000 subs by our 100th episode. We're on episode 87 tonight. So we have 13 episodes left, or 12 episodes after this one. And so hit that. Find us on HotMakes. There's a link that's been floating around all over, and find us there. I can only speak for myself, but this stuff is awesome, Tim. I mean, every time you show up, there's something new. I'm
going to take you guys out to see more often. Bastan, I got him on display right now. So.
Oh man, Chris, get ready for life support here.
Yeah, give me a second.
Yes.
There you go.
Man.
So yeah, and then there's Bastan up close. He, what's really neat is, I originally, when I first made him, I couldn't get my eyes close enough for the realism in the face. Unfortunately, got a big noggin, and it hits the mask. So I found a way to do it. I have these eyes in here that I made. They look pretty real when you look at them. And I'm actually looking through the pupil and the outer darker area of the eye.
Oh, wow.
So it's not painted, and I can actually see through it. Now, with this guy, when I'm wearing him, I'm more or less seeing right here. So there's a neck area right here, so I'm seeing through the hair. Most people are trying to figure out, well, where's he looking through, So yeah, I revealed the secret. So But yeah.
So I got to ask,
is another one I finished when you guys, since you guys were gone too.
Oh wow.
Nice.
So good. So I got to ask, does that get a little hairy sometimes?
Well, let me tell you.
Well timed.
Yeah, my wife was ready to kill me when I was building him because the hair was everywhere. I mean, when I was latch hooking the hair, it got caught up in the vacuum cleaners. It was, you couldn't get it everywhere in the house. It was everywhere.
So good. I mean, every time, like I said, every time we have you on, we see something else that just blows my mind. I think that, Shannon, I don't know if this is your first time seeing his work. What are your thoughts, like, as a newcomer to his work?
So I've seen some of it though before. I feel like I've seen like the in progress of Grogu. I feel like I did, but no, it's phenomenal. It's I love the bigger projects that have the like the electronics and all these little attentions to detail that people don't understand how much work goes into it. So from my standpoint, just with my Iron Man stuff, it's nothing compared to that because I know there's so much more going into those ones, and it's crazy. It's crazy the different levels, of work that you can do with these hobbies, and I love it. Everything looks fantastic.
Thank you.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Do we need someone to check on Chris Perillo? I haven't seen him chat in a little while. If Chris, if you're watching, I just tweeted you. I sent you a message on Twitter to make sure you're okay. You got to check that message real quick. Otherwise, I don't know. He might be down. I haven't seen him chat in a while, so we might have a Chris down. Yeah, are you going to stick around with us, Tim, for some HotMakes? We got some fun stuff to show off today.
Sure. Well, thank you. Thanks for having me. So
yeah, well, absolutely. And we'll have you, if you want to stick around, like I said, we'll have you for the rest of the episode. We'll circle back because I definitely want to make sure everybody knows where to find you again, because I mean, honestly, this stuff is so good. What you do for the community is amazing. And I mean, it's right behind you speaks. All you have to do is like, it's awesome.
Well, thank you.
All right, before we got to get to some HotMakes real quick, ladies and gentlemen, let's do it. Some HotMakes. I tell you, the first one I have right now is from our friend Andrew Sink. Andrew is just a phenomenal maker. He's a great content creator and has an awesome channel as well on YouTube. But he did something that is so cool recently. He actually made an STL to ASC2 generator, and you drop an STL in to his webpage. It generates into ASC2 code, which is like a 7-bit code, and then each bit is like an individual character kind of thing. And you can actually, in a text field, I'm going to show this in a second, but in a text field, you can type whatever words you want, and it'll make the picture out of those words. So this is awesome. I think this is one of my favorite things. Have you ever seen something like this, Tim or Shannon or Geary or whoever's listening?
I have not. I'm excited about it. I know we briefly talked about it earlier, and it's fun to look at.
Well, it like for example, it takes if we want to pop this up real quick, it'll take this mini Jim here, which is one of my favorites. Tripod, if you're watching, this is Tripod Jim. Anyways, this takes this mini Jim here. You drop the STL file into the generator, and then bam, you can generate anything you want, and it is so cool. This is one of my favorite things. I've been playing with this thing all day. So much fun. I don't know why. It's just a blast. Let me know in the comments if you guys have played with this thing, but it is so much fun. Kind of different, but
it is different. It's fun though.
Oh yeah, well it's cool. You could drop an Iron Man mask in this. Or
I'm gonna have to do that later.
Yeah. you can actually make, when you go into here, let me pop this up. So we'll just use his example here. Up here where it says custom text, you can actually type in like Iron Man. And then hit update, and all of it has been changed to the characters, whatever you typed. So it is just such a cool thing. A really fun thing. Hey, wait a minute. I think we have a caller. Did you hear that phone ring? No phones? I don't think we have a phone today. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just do this. I got to do this. Chris Perillo is with us right now. He is freaking out.
I can't believe it. Tim, you're amazing.
Thank you.
Seriously, I'm screaming over here. Like Moraf and Bistan, I'm like, what? What? Like, see, here's the thing. I have to compensate. Like, I collect a lot of the small things. Like, I got, Vader focus hell on right now. I've even 3D printing a little Darth Vader here on my Prusa Mini, a little figure. See, I don't have the big ones. I have the small ones. So I make the teeny type. This is not a hot make. This is not even a cool make. So let me just say on behalf of like the Star Wars collecting community, when I say collecting, I mean like seriously, like collecting. There's my full run of the vintage Kenner Star Wars figures back there, and then over here. This is just one room, by the way. Other Star Wars stuff, but nothing really big. So except for my daughter Jedi.
Hi.
She really did wonder how you did Grogu, because wow. Dude. Seriously, I passed out. Like I could not breathe. I hyperventilated.
Oh, so good. I as soon as we had Tim going, I was like, I got to reach out quick to see if Chris wants to pop in, because Chris is his daughter's name is Jedi. He's one of the biggest Star Wars fans that I know of out there, period.
Real, dude. Like,
for real.
There's a Millennium Falcon on the back of my shirt. This is like, seriously, like I'm beside myself. It's great.
Well, here's, if you want to see the internals, I can pull that here in just a second.
Yeah, see, I'm glad you can do that stuff, because I have to live vicariously. I'm not a maker. I'm not a hardware guy at all. I have to live vicariously and enjoy the stuff that people like you do, because all I can do is this. All I can do is just collect stuff.
I love it.
So yeah, here's your mechanics. It's pretty involved, and then once the head comes off, there's well, I don't really want to pull the head off right now.
Don't do it.
Don't.
It's hard, yeah. So, but yeah, there's a lot to it. I still have to design the arms, because I plan on having arms that move around and stuff. So that's the next big project. But yeah, a lot of servos, a lot of modifications. I had to modify the body to incorporate some larger servos. Everything from using a heat gun to kind of spread arms out a little bit. I've done a lot of different things. I just didn't want to reprint the whole thing.
I had one question, actually. Is that a predetermined? I'm sorry, I'm like walking around the house here, because I'm showing. I mean, seriously, I have to prove how much of a Star Wars fan I am. Like,
you don't have to prove
there. I got the vintage vehicles back here and stuff. So amazing. I do have a question, a serious question.
Sure.
I was trying to notice to see if the Grogu was on a predetermined path, or was that like random movements?
Right now, it's probably about 50 different movements in a loop.
Okay.
So, and I can keep modifying and making different sequences. But yeah, that's one sequence of about 50 different movements in a loop. And I can keep going and going and going and adding more movements to it and lengthening that loop if I want to. But
and I'll let you go, because I don't want to interrupt HotMakes, because that's the most exciting part of the show, not me.
No.
But Tim, one thing if you hadn't done it, and maybe you haven't, I've missed it, but I'm going to say it. If you have not considered live streaming your builds on Twitch, it's a great way to raise funds to pay for the stuff that you're doing. And trust me on this when I say your type of channel, would explode. Anybody who's building and making on Twitch, like seriously.
Twitch. Yeah, I've never heard of it. I'll have to check it out.
Did you see what Chris just did? He actually twitched. I saw that.
Yeah, honestly, I'm lucky to have an Instagram account. I can barely navigate through Instagram.
No. People will help. People will help you. Just trust me on this. And I'm sure I'm not alone in saying that, because this is the kind of thing you can actually bankroll what it is that you're doing, that you want to do, and budget would be less of a concern. I'm just making the suggestion as someone who's been live streaming for decades.
Wow.
I think
Chris, after the show, let's get Chris and Tim in contact with each other for sure.
I'll let you go. Thank you.
Chris, before you go, was that just an offer to go over and do it like with him? I see what he's like. Wait, do I get to visit all these cool things?
I'm just saying.
That was
Hey,
nice.
My house is open anytime. Come on down.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, Chris, I'll get you guys in contact when we're done. Hey, thank you so much for popping in. It was great to see you, and have a good one, Chris.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris.
Take care.
Surprise, by the way. As you saw, like he has more Star Wars stuff than anybody I know. His daughter's name's Jedi. That's all you have to say, really.
Wow.
That's her real name too.
Yeah,
all right. Go ahead.
He had a beautiful collection. I mean, geez.
He does. And people are always sending him cool stuff. He goes out and finds stuff everywhere. And on his streams, he streams, I think, every night on Twitch. And he does openings and unboxings and all sorts of cool stuff. And he really has an awesome channel over there too. He said that was fun. Definitely. All right, let's jump back in real quick. I know we kind of steered the bus off the road there for a second, but that's totally worth it. Andrew, nice work on this. I'm going to keep moving. I've narrowed it down just a little bit, but 3D Printing Bunny is next. We challenged her last week to do a Tensegrity mini gym, and she said she's having a little. This is the heart box. Hang on. It's not the right one. There we go. She said, hey, what about this? Pretty much is what she said. She's struggling with making a Tensegrity gym. What about a Tensegrity human cannonball gym? So she's so good with making Tensegrity models, which is, have you ever seen, do you know what Tensegrity model is? Like a Tensegrity table or anything? Anybody? No?
Yes, I saw this earlier this week, so I'm letting you field this one.
Oh yeah, no, it's just really cool because it's all held together basically with string.
I love it,
and I love it too. Like, shoot me out of a cannonball. Let's go. One of my favorite things
is on the live stream.
One of my favorite things is Denise says, I often threaten to fire my kids out of a cannon. So Denise, go for it, but film it so we can show it on HotMakes. But this is really cool. Thank you so much, 3D Print Bunny. Next, here we go. This is totally nailed. The see-through look definitely needs to be on HotMakes. Absolutely. So if I pull this up, this is such an awesome model. There we go. This is a Cthulhu cooler, right? I think that's how you say that. Hopefully I said that correctly. No glue, it snaps in place. Still doesn't believe it works. Please note the transparent PLA, and I can't say, is it maybe? I'm not sure if you meant maybe Beth or Chulu, but hopefully Geary can tell me if I'm saying that wrong. But this is a really cool project, being just snap in place, no glue or anything.
Yeah, glue is always a hassle with
Cthulhu.
Oh,
Cthulhu.
Sorry about that.
Cthulhu, yeah.
I knew
cellular
oil.
Yeah, oil. Cellular.
I see it now in the chat. Cthulhu. So there you go. So you can see it here. It's super cool. Definitely a cool print, and definitely it's actually more like a cold make, but it's definitely.
I see what you did there.
Here you go. Check out. There you go. Some detail on the outside. Very cool stuff. Very cool.
Wow.
What do you when you print? When when you print stuff, Tim, what do you use, like plastic wise? Is it PTG or PLA or?
I've been a big fan of PLA Plus now. I mean, I used to print PETG,
Okay.
but I think most of my stuff that I have is going to be indoors anyways. I'm not going to leave it sitting out in the hot sun all day long. So,
I agree.
All right, here we go. Next, I want to give generative, I can't even talk, design and try to make this balance bike for my son. And this was made on the new Formlabs Form 3L. It weighs less than half the original steel one. This was a bike that's essentially resin printed.
Wow.
Super cool. Super cool.
What kind of resin printer was that? They say?
It's a big Formlabs. Looks like, what did they say? A Form 3L.
Wow.
I got to do this.
That is incredible.
So good. And we get scale this way, right? So we get a little scale. I just such an awesome practical print, right?
I just did an experiment last night on the Phenom L with the the fast resin and the mix of tenacious. Absolutely beautiful strength out of it. I mean, I could, the parts, you can throw them on the floor and bounce check them and they won't shatter.
Nice.
So if I were to build an Ironman again and I could, the cost for that would be astronomical, but man, I would do the whole thing in that material if I could.
Right. Well, it would be a really cool detail wise. And if you're saying it's that strong, but like you said, what is that for a liter now? $40-$50? Well,
it's the ratio. I think Gordon Tarpley has a video on it. I think he was using 60% of the fast, which is like $30.
Sure.
But it's the tenacious that gets you. The other percent is all tenacious, and that's like $60 a bottle. But but man, it really does. I had some C3PO parts I printed for somebody just yesterday, and the arm pistons, which have a lot of there's a lot of torque in different areas there that could snap and break. And I was kind of nervous about it, but they really did come out really nice.
Nice. Well, awesome job. I mean,
yes,
such a cool idea, and even cooler to see the kid riding it, which is awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Abby Brown, you're next. So many combinations, four distinct styles, 6 heights for each style, 45 total STLs, thousands of possibilities. They're on Colts right now, but so I'll scroll through this so you can see some of these right away. These are just such a cool prints here. There we go. There's a nice group of them. So you can make faces, cups, trays, a planter. She says pretty much anything. Such an awesome deal. Abby's always killing it.
They're so cute. It's like perfect for when we have Valentine's Day coming up too.
Yeah, Valentine's Day. There you go.
Yeah.
You could make like a Valentine's Day koozie, a hard printed koozie. Or vase mode it. You could do vase mode. That's really cool. But there's so many combinations. Very, very cool idea. And great work there, Abby. And last but not least, I had to put this one on there because I knew Tim was going to be here tonight. VFX reference test number 1, using performance, practical effects, and puppetry to become a dinosaur.
Oh,
Here you go.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
It took me a minute to actually see the guy in here when I first turned this on. And I was like, oh, there. Yeah. He's clearly right there. But at first I was like, oh, it's not all printed or.
I really hope that there's like an entire exoskeleton coming and like everything.
Yes.
Incredible.
Yes.
So good.
I wonder where he got those stilts from, because those are really nice.
He might have built them. We're going to have to find out. So
I was thinking about doing a live tauntaun like that.
Yes, do it. Let's see. I was seeing if anybody had any. Nope. We'll have to go follow.
On the outside.
Yeah. We'll have to go find maybe next week we can do some follow-up and see if there's any more to this, but that is such a cool thing. I mean, throwing it all kind of together and becoming, now I don't know how long that's sustainable, that position he's in right now. Like, could you do that through a whole day of, you know, Comic-Con? Or
I don't even want to stand straight in Iron Man for a whole day, so
right.
3PO, I feel like I got beat up with a baseball bat every time I get out of it.
Yes.
Zolan says drywall stilts. Like, definitely could be drywall stilts. Very cool. That's our hot makes for the day. I know we shortened it a little bit because of our surprise guest there, but very cool stuff, everybody. Don't forget, hit us up on Twitter, #HotMakes. It all comes to us, and there's a link in the description below to show everything that was tagged this week. All you have to do is go click on the link, find episode 87, and it has the full link dump from today. Man, what an awesome time. I have some giveaways we're going to do. Before we get that far, Tim, let's tell everybody once again where we can find you and all that stuff. So, who's Tim and where we can find you?
Probably just Facebook and Instagram, just my Tim OSullivan, my page, Facebook page. I think you'll see some of my work in my wallpaper if you're looking for me. But I haven't really advertised myself much. But it's more of a hobby and just like to build stuff. And I'm glad to see people enjoy it. So.
I think Chris is right. We'll see you on Twitch soon. No,
I'm interested.
You could set up a camera.
I think you need to do it because I'm going to start doing
shop.
It. Awesome.
Yeah. Definitely. You can set up a camera shooting down into your shop while you're making these. I bet you get people just like, you put a couple of those models around and they'd be like, what's happening?
You should put a camera in the Grogu head and it's like blinking and looking around your shop while you're working.
Yes. Wow.
Yes.
Security as well, just leave the camera in there at all times.
Grogu, a camera in his eyes with the system you're coming up with for the parades and stuff.
That would be really cool to see.
Back and drive them.
But do you know how cool that would be to see after the fact?
Reactions.
That would be.
Yeah.
I think a few of the droid builders have done that where they put the cameras inside of their droids and it captures and records everything, and then you can watch it after. That's a great idea.
That would be cool.
You got my mind going.
First person view driving Grogu. Like, you're sitting somewhere and you're just like driving him around first. Oh, that would be super cool. But I
will do that. Thank you. I will definitely do that.
Everybody, the chat's loving it. Everybody's kind of from everywhere. Welcome from Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. If you haven't already, find us on the YouTubes. Hit that subscribe button. We have awesome stuff like this every week. We got some giveaways to do. The first one we're gonna do is Tom Llama. The 3D printing llama has actually, he did a stream recently and he made these oak ends for the RepBox. RepBox is a really cool filament solution from Repcord. Repcord donated the box, and 3D printing llama put it together and actually custom made some oak ends. And he's actually giving away this box, it's actually this box, which is really cool. Man,
it's
awesome.
Incredible.
Awesome work here. I know he's with us in the chat, and we're going to give this thing away. So what I'm going to do real quick in the StreamYard, if I can spell, that would be even better. Hopefully I spelled that correctly. All right, everybody in the chats out there, wherever you're watching, everybody type the word llama. And what we'll do is I'll start capturing. Let me make sure it's cool. It's capturing already. Perfect. So while we're doing this, again, this is the box is donated from Repcord to Llama, and Llama built the box on stream and put the oak ends on it. Super cool. Have you seen these Rep boxes, Tim or Shannon?
No.
It's a really cool. You basically, let's see if I get a shot of the front. I'm not sure. So in the front here, this folds up. You can load your filament in there. He doesn't have the filament wheels and a couple of the pieces on here. He is actually including that, so it's easier to ship. But I have 2 of the boxes, and mine's covered up behind me here. But you actually can store your filament in there and then run them through the box itself, and then you can control humidity and everything in there while you're printing, and you can mount these above, below. Yeah.
You guys don't want to see what my filament storage looks like.
No, I'm in the same boat. I get it. There's a whole corner that's just filament in like a pile right now.
Yeah, I have a bad habit of keeping those spools. I got like about 20 ounces left on it.
Yeah, because you're like, I'm gonna use this at some point, and then you just don't.
That's awesome. While we're waiting for everybody to type Llama real quick, I'm opening PayPal currently. I just want to say, there we go. We have a $10 and a $20 donation tonight. A $20 and a $10 donation. The first one from Silver Sunbeam for photographic. I always forget who that is. I apologize. And David Wilson for $20. Thank you so much. Grab a big Oreo for me, David Wilson says, and don't add water. The other one says. There you go. And Andrew Rogers. I apologize, Andrew. I'm going to remember that now. Andrew Rogers for $10 and David Wilson for $20. Thank you guys so much for donating to the channel. And here's what we're going to do, just because this box is not going to be cheap to ship. Llama, let me know, and we're going to pay for the shipping to whoever wins. This is going to be U.S. only. I apologize. I should have said that at the beginning, but U.S. only, because it's going to be super heavy and big to ship, because he's shipping it like this. He's not going to tear it down. But we have 87 people. Let me pop this over here.
Hey, that's the same number of people we have episodes. Nope, never mind. It's 88 now.
Oh, I have number 87 on too.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm in theme right now. That wasn't planned.
It was meant to be. I apologize, Ben. USA shipping. Yeah, this is going to be super expensive to ship out of the country. But here we go. Let us know in the chat if you're from the USA. I forgot to say that ahead of time. That was Llama's stipulation, but we're going to pay for the shipping anyway. Here we go. That would be awesome if
you won.
Nice.
Why would that be awesome?
If HotMakes won, that's what I was gonna say. Like HotMakes flashed by, I'm like, it would be so yes.
It's not rigged at all.
Congratulations. Hopefully you're here. You got to be here. So I mean, you typed in the chat, so you're definitely probably here. And let us know. Make sure you're here with us. Actually, that sounds familiar. Nice work. Congrats. Let's see. Say hi, something.
They're definitely in the chat. They posted earlier.
There he goes. Awesome. So congratulations. We'll get information from you, and we will rock and roll. And we're going to do that one more time. I'm going to hit draw. Well, I'll tell you what, we better start over, because I'm going to change the keyword in case, why not? For the COEX filament, wish I could just do like start over, but I have to actually go back in here and type it all in again. Sorry. I like it. So this particular one is also the COEX ships in the USA only. Don't worry, if you're outside of the USA and you're watching this, we're working on international prizes. I promise. The gift cards that we did were awesome, but it's super expensive to ship outside the USA right now. Type the word COEX in, and we'll get you registered to win the COEX 3D filament. Congratulations again on winning that box, and thank you so much, Llama, for donating it tonight and being part of it.
That's a really great thing to win.
It's a sweet box.
It really is.
Laughing because I just know my storage is a mess.
The problem with me is like I just can't keep everything condensed. Like I would clean it up, and then like a week later it'd be back to how it is. So.
everybody's chatting their COEX in. Thank you so much. I know we're a couple minutes late, but I appreciate everybody for showing up and hanging out with us tonight.
Yes.
We're going to give maybe like 30 seconds more. So if you haven't typed the word COEX in, do it now. It's for a roll of COEX Next, which is a recycled PLA filament. It looks very similar to something like this. And you might even get this green color because it's, when you take a whole bunch of recycled filament, it only end up so many colors because you're mashing all together, we got a super sticker. Thank you so much, Michael. A super sticker must be on the Edge of Tech channel. So thank you so much for the super sticker. It's super. All right, here we go for the COEX Next filament. HotMakes, I saw it. Oh, we can win. Gregor, congratulations. Mika, Steve, have a great night. Let's see. Greg R, pretty sure you're in the US, so I think we're safe, but let us know in the chat. Make sure you're here. And congratulations. If you did win, shoot me an email, jim@theedgeoftech.com. We can get that up there, but jim@theedgeoftech.com, and I'll get your information to COEX. Awesome. Whew. That was a lot at the end there.
Yeah. A lot of fun, a lot of excitement.
Yeah. Woo! Yes. Tim, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you coming on. I mean, the stuff you're showing off, I mean, Guru's out of the what's that called again? What's he sits in?
Oh, the pram.
The pram. Okay. I almost said tram, and I was like, you know what? People are gonna kill me if I say this wrong. So I'm just gonna ask. The pram. You got him out of the pram, which is super cool. We could see him from the head down, essentially. And I really appreciate you sharing us, all the projects with us. And I don't know, Shannon, you got anything for Tim?
I think it's all phenomenal work. I really do. It's all flawless. Like, I don't know, man. It looks like it's straight out of the show to me. I love it. I really do. I love it.
Wow. Well, definitely. Thanks for having me. And I'll have to see what comes up next time I see you guys. So
yes.
Oh man,
love your show.
At this rate, we're gonna have you on once a month so we can see all the cool stuff.
I think you have to. You're obligated to.
Oh yeah. I love being here. So. And Shannon, I love your work because I think I've seen your stuff on Iron Man Builders a few times.
Probably.
Did you go to the premiere they had for the recent one or no?
For which? For Iron Man or Spider-Man?
There was a premiere. There was a group of Iron Man Builders that went.
No. For the I don't get thought of for things like that unless I take myself out there. I went to Spider-Man with some friends, but we were just on the outskirts. But yeah, I appreciate it though. It's it's just a hobby, so it is what it is, and I have fun doing it. And
very cool.
I know you get that too. So.
Well, the cool thing is you guys both do good with it, and that's the awesome thing, and that's what HotMakes is. It's all about the community and giving back and showing off some really awesome stuff for the makers in the community, like you guys and all the people that we see in the HotMakes and everybody else. So don't forget, tag us #HotMakes if you want your stuff to be shown. We do our best to show as much as we can. Obviously, it's only an hour show, and we're already running late tonight. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you so much. We will see you next week. Tim and Shannon hang out. We'll be right back with you guys. But everybody else, thank you guys for coming, and we'll see you next week. We got some more fun stuff.
Yes.
Have a great week, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Bye.